Hi guys, and welcome to Demo 3A. In this demo we are going to use the program Adobe Premiere Pro. This is kind of our mothership program that we will be using when we edit our videos. We're still going to use programs that we have used in the past, i.e. Adobe Audition, but today we're going to focus on Adobe Premiere. So when you fire up Adobe Premiere, again, you're using a different operating system. This is my Mac computer. It doesn't look the same as yours, but when you open it up, the first thing that you're going to find is this welcome box right here. We're going to create a new project. When you create a new project, you're going to save the same way that we always do. We're going to save our period and our underscore, and then our name, and then underscore, and this is Demo 3A. We're going to save this way, and we're also going to save to our appropriate area. Remember, it's username, and then it's art media, and then the last one should be a folder created for Demo 3A. Once everything is all set up, we're going to hit OK, and then move on. When your Premiere program loads up, it should look like mine. If it doesn't look like mine, then I'll show you where to find up in the Windows how it should look up in window up here. But when you load it up, we work in a certain workspace called editing. So if it doesn't look like mine, you're going to navigate to workspace and then hit editing. But let's talk quickly about what these windows are. This first window up here, this window is where we have our source clips that we can preview. Each individual clip gets previewed here. We also have an effects control tab that we're going to be using today. Down here, we have our project. This is kind of going to be where we find all of our files. We also have an area for where we will find our effects that we will be using. We also have an area for history, which is always really nice. This area, this is the program sequence area. When we do have a list of clips all in line that we're going to be viewing, the live view of our project is going to be here. So again, this is our individual clips. This is our live view of our entire project, and then this is going to be where that whole project gets seen. Awesome. Let's go ahead and let's import all of our files for Demo 3A. We're going to go to File, Import, and then when we load up this box, we're going to navigate to where our files are. When we select the files, we're going to start with the starting file, hold down Shift, click the ending file, and then bring all those files across, or rather hit import. Notice when you import the files show up here in our project, and we've got a couple of different icons that tell us what the files are. These icons tell us that these our WAV files or our audio files. This one's a WAV file. This is actually an M4A file. These are our audio files. These are video and audio. That's why we see both these little icons. Now we can preview all of this stuff in our source video preview. And so here you see the audio file for this track called Eyes. We can preview it here. We can listen back. Awesome. And same thing with these video files. Now, what I want you guys to do first, before we even get into this stuff, is I want you guys to rename these. The way that you rename these files is you just click on the word, and then we're going to rename. We're going to keep that ending tag .mov, but we're going to name this one right here, Balzer Stairs. And then we're going to rename this one. When we double click on it, we'll see what shows up. Yeah, let's rename this one Balzer Up Close. Like so. And then this one we can stay the same, and I've already named these two for you. We've got the Studio Balzer, and then we've got this walking outside shot here. So again, this first step, in addition to putting in all of the files into the program, it's just setting up our project. Now we have all of these files, but we don't have anywhere to put them in sequence. So we need to start a sequence file project, kind of the same way when you guys were working in Audition, you started a multi-track session. We are going to start by right-clicking over in this area, a new item called a sequence. When this pulls up, we can name the sequence what our project is or our demo is, so our period, and then kbalzer, and then underscore for demo for A. And this should save along with the project in our, oh, this should be 3A, my bad. Yeah, demo 3A. This should save along with our project in our appropriate folder that we set up to begin with. Okay, notice what's happened. We've got a sequence, we've now got a couple of video tracks and audio tracks that we can put in sequence over here. This is kind of like our multi-track session in Adobe Audition. We also have got an updated black screen that we'll be able to preview our sequence right here. Our first job, our first step after creating our sequence is going to be bringing over our studio video. We're bringing over the studio video, but when we listen back to it, you'll notice that the audio that was recorded wasn't very good.
You're ready. And record. My name is Kevin Balzer, and I am a freshman with a beard.
Doesn't sound great. It sounds really echoey, and there's a lot of like noise around it. It's because the audio coming from our camera is not very good audio. But we didn't record just the audio. Look at my face. We didn't record just the audio from the camera. We actually recorded the audio separate, which is this WAV file right here. I want you guys to take this video and drag this video over, but not the audio. The way that we do that is we put our cursor over the top of this video icon. It says drag video only. And we're going to click and drag it across over into our sequence. When we do that, it's going to say, hey, what's up? Your clips don't match. So what I want you guys to do is hit change the settings of our sequencer. Now, when you create a new sequence, the frame rate has to match up, and a lot of other stuff has to match up. So make sure that those frame rates match up. The program is really going to help you guys out with that, like it just did for me right there. So now that our clip matches our sequence, we can do more stuff. We can drag in more clips here. So I've got my video, but there's no audio that goes along with it. I'm going to put my audio that I recorded separately along with it. The way that I'm going to do that is I'm going to preview here, and you can listen back. No noise.
My name is Kevin Balzer.
So much better. When we bring it across here, I can click and drag here, or I can click and drag up here with the audio only. I'll start from there. And then I can pull it across. Now, if I have enabled snap, which is S, it's going to jump straight to either the end or it's going to jump straight to the beginning. We need to match this thing up so that the audio goes along with the video. Let's see what we got here.
My name is Kevin.
Okay, so my audio is late and my video is early, so I'm going to sync it up just by moving this over a little bit.
And record. My name is Kevin Balzer.
And we're good to go.
I'm a freshman with a beard.
Nice. Okay, next thing we're going to do is we're going to link this audio with this video. That way, whatever we do with the video, if we change the video length, we'll also change the audio length. The way that we do that is we select one clip, like the audio, hold down Shift, select the video clip, and then right-click on it, and then go down to where it says link, and click link. Now, these two are tied together, so if I change and move one, I'm moving both. If I change the beginning of one, I'm changing the beginning of both. We are going to clean up this clip, and we're going to clean it up together. Here's how. First of all, when I watch this clip, I've got all of this excess space in the beginning.
My name is...
So I don't want to get the and record. I want to start with the smile. There it is. Nice. And then when I have my cursor over the top of the clip, just like in Audition, it shows me that trim icon, and I can trim it all the way over to wherever I want it. So I'm going to trim it over to here. So, and same thing with the end. So when I watch this,
it was fanged, but it had nothing to do with being a vampire.
So where I say good, I'm just going to trim that back a little bit. Now, I want to leave the majority of this want to leave the majority of this space in the beginning and the end. I just want to take out the stuff that I really don't want. The reason is because this is going to be going on the entire time. This video is going to be playing the entire time, but we've got additional videos that we're going to put over the top of it. Before we get there, we're not quite done cleaning this up. I want to clean up this audio, and I want to use what we learned in the previous demo. So if we click on this linked video and audio, and I right click down here on the audio, I can go down to where it says replace in Adobe Audition, or edit clip in Adobe Audition. When I do this, Adobe Audition is going to load up, and it's going to load up with this clip in it. All of the editing that I do in Adobe Audition will be done to this clip that is inside of Premiere. So again, I started this video off talking about how we got to look at Adobe Premiere kind of as like a mother ship that controls everything. We can do and use programs that are embedded inside of Premiere. Really, really powerful. Here you see the clip has been extracted. This Balzer clip has been extracted, and you can see how quiet that whole clip was. So first things first, like we did with demos 1 and 2, we are going to normalize this whole thing. So I'm going to go up to favorites, go down to normalize to -0.1. There we go. We can preview back again, see how we're looking.
My name is Kevin Balzer, and I am a freshman with a beard.
So much better. Okay, I'm going to listen to this whole thing, and I want you guys to do the same.
My name is Kevin Balzer, and I am a freshman with a beard. My hobby, my favorite thing to do, is knitting and underwater basket weaving. And a fun thing about me is my nickname in college was Fang, but it had nothing to do with being a vampire.
Okay, so listening back to it, I kind of repeated myself. I repeated myself right in here, and I want to take this out. But when we're editing this, we don't want to delete. We want to keep everything that's here. We don't want to change the length. That's what I mean by delete. Don't want to change the length, because remember, this is living inside of Premiere. If we change the length of this clip, it's going to mess with the video clip that it's tied to. What I can do is I can silence parts, and I want to silence this part right here.
My hobby.
Now, it's going to silence. You're still going to see me say it in Premiere, but that's why we have other clips, and we'll see how this all works out. So we're going to take out this part where it says my hobby.
My hobby.
And the way that I do it is I select it, right click on the selection, and then come down to silence. And now that's been silenced. And I can silence the beginning too. Again, select it, right click, silence, and silence the end as well. Next step, we're going to add some effects to our effects rack here. I'm going to click this